This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Houston Texans. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry for Nick Chubb. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Throwing again on second down. Rosen, and complete to Zach Ertz. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Ready. 10-2 stop.
Here we go.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
2nd and 11. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. Cooper Kupp, 88 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Right. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. On third down, Rosen sidesteps him at the 35. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. 55 is my guy, 55.
Play action here with Rosen. Well, that's complete to Sanders. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to push.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Hey, shoot.
3rd and long here for Rosen. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Clements. And he rifles one incomplete. Vincent Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Hey, exit.
Rosen off the play action. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Check, 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 check. Check 31, check 31. Hard. Check 13. He's coming. We got double up. Shoot. Middle. All right, here we go. Watch twist. Watch the twist.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
55 Double dog. Hey, box drop.
Here's Rosen. This short throw caught by Goddard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Check the backer. Undercross.
Now Chubb running right. And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Check 50. Back.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Here we go. Look at me. Door. Check 3.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Down. 15 line. Shit.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
50 plays.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
He's checking. Check. Lucky. Switch. Quarter.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Check 4. He gets Monday. 11-3.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and the Texans scoop it. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Eagles' 15-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Check 3. Check safety.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They begin this drive with Chubb. give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still
pressure comes, and down goes Rosen. Cleveland Farrell able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Here now, Johnny Townsend as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if. You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Protein spill. Pull it together. Jump, fight.
On 1st and 10, Clements going up top for Kupp. This is caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Cooper Kupp with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rosen. The Sanders has got it complete.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here.
Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. interception. Here's Rosen. It's caught by Sanders. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Nick Chubb in the final seconds of the first half, as his guys are back within a single score. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well. So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it? Absolutely. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, Sam off. Let's get off the field. Hey, Delta.
The final shot before break. Clements looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead. And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game. The adjustment to the adjustment. Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. 6-6. Pull it high. Get it.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Going up top for Cup. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete. Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful.
Ready.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Clements throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now? Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10. I would expect to see some pressure here. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On 2nd and 15 now. Rosen. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. From the gun, it's Rosen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. That is caught inside the 5. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. 2nd and 5. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
From just shy of midfield, Rosen. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line up.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
3 bucks.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got some.
They've got his man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. Now Rosen. Ertz has it left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
X3, 218, chopper, hard. Hey, Alpha.
On 3rd down, Clements. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and a mile. And now it's Rosen looking. Left side here to Sanders. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Alert.
They're going on 4th down. Rosen nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Telvin Smith and the Texans take over an excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And some space here. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
To throw again on second down. Rosen. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Traquan Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Rosen will throw, and they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And some room to run now. The 40. Past the 20. 10. And they're going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride. Pressure comes and down goes Rosen. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They'll try to draw now with Chubb, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw is Rosen. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They'll try and throw forward with Rosen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. 30 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. One final shot here for Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you've got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.